What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Cafe and Views. Today we're going to Love Coffee and we're going to try out their Sportato. Follow me to go check it out. Let's go. Let's talk about the coffee shop. So the coffee shop is pretty far from the beach, but the overall location of Love Coffee Bar is just really welcoming, and it's kind of away from any of the busy attractions. So if you like being secluded and kind of enjoy your coffee while not really hearing any of the ambient noises or any of the cars, this shop is going to be perfect for you. The inside of the shop, it's kind of cozy. They do have seating inside that you can enjoy. So if it's cold or if it's windy, you're able to drink your coffee inside. And then if it's nice out and you want to relax, you're able to go outside and kind of drink your coffee here because there's a lot of tables available. There's more tables outside than inside. The shop is dog friendly. If you have a dog with you and you kind of want to buy treats and enjoy the coffee with your dog, you're able to bring it here. They also have different kinds of drinks available and kind of a little bit snacks. They don't really have a full menu to eat, but they do have muffins and cookies. And their menu is not too extensive, but it is complex. They do have complex coffees like the Sportato, the Golden Turmeric Latte, Chagachino, Cascara Crush, which is predominantly cherry, the Mexican Mocha, Rosemary Latte. So drinks like that are pretty complex. And the presentation of the coffee is really different than most coffees. Other coffee shops, they just gave you the coffee in a cup and they didn't put really anything on it. With this coffee, they actually put a heart in the coffee, and then they also give you a graham cracker that you're supposed to eat and dip it into the coffee to kind of enjoy it like that. Overall, for the coffee shop, I'm gonna put this at about a 4 out of 5. First off, let's take the first sip or the first dunk and then talk about acidity. Because the coffee is sour and the graham cracker is sweet, you're getting that kind of balanced middle ground to where the sour coffee is getting put to the middle and then the graham cracker getting put in the middle. So the graham cracker is starting to become less sweet and then the coffee is starting to become more sweet. If you just drink the coffee, it's pretty sharp because it's sour, and then the graham cracker is pretty tame and mellow. That's kind of what it's supposed to do. It's kind of like a tag team coffee where the graham cracker balances out the sourness of the coffee and kind of enhances the flavor overall. For acidity, I'm gonna put this at about a 2.5 out of 5. So next up is gonna be aroma. So the overall aroma of the coffee, it maintains that s'mores type of smell. It has that real chocolatey type of aroma that if you like candy bars, it's going to provide a nice overall smell and you're gonna really enjoy it. It's super pleasant. I'm really enjoying it. I love chocolate, and having the smell of the graham cracker and having the smell of the coffee is enhancing my senses a lot more. This coffee does have a lot of complex smells. It has the graham cracker smell that's unique of itself. It has the coffee where you could smell the chocolate and you could smell the coffee and the milk that went into it. Just alone with the coffee right here, I'm able to get that real potent s'mores smell, kind of as if you were to roast a marshmallow, chocolate, and graham cracker in the campfire, and you're able to smell it without even getting that close to it. That's exactly what you're gonna get in this coffee. So this coffee from a distance has that real complex campfire s'mores type of smell. And I'm slightly able to taste it off the smell, but not quite. For aroma, I'm gonna put this at about a 4.5 out of 5. Next up is gonna be body. So the coffee does provide a semi-nice mouthfeel. It's not thick and it's not foamy. It's a little bit more foamy than a water-like consistency, but it's not just quite there. You still get that water-like feeling with a little bit of a creamy thickness to it, but only very slightly. The weight is what actually makes the coffee feel heavy. The creaminess of it kind of sits on your tongue and provides an overall nice texture and consistency to it. So it's coating your tongue and it's lingering and it's sticking around for a longer time than the coffee without the creaminess feeling would do. And it's not dissipating quickly. It's actually sticking around for a lot longer because the graham cracker, dunking it into it, it's kind of making the coffee a little bit more thick because the graham cracker is melting. But when you get the coffee on the graham cracker and you eat it, obviously it provides a different kind of texture to it, or overall it changes. It's just a whole different kind of experience because of the graham cracker's texture and consistency, and because it's a solid mixed with the coffee that's a liquid. So it overall gives you a different kind of body feel than most coffees would, because most coffees are just either water-like, soda, or milkshake feeling. This creates a whole different kind of dimension by introducing a solid to it. So for body, I'm gonna put this at a 4.5 out of 5. Let's talk about flavor. The flavor, it's really strong. The sourness with the coffee comes out a lot. So having the graham cracker counterbalance that sourness. It's really key. I kind of wish that they would give you maybe 2 graham crackers, because I feel like 1 is just not enough to fulfill drinking the whole coffee, and then you're going to have to drink the coffee without 1, and it's gonna overall change the experience. If you eat the graham cracker with the coffee, the real prominent ingredient is going to be that graham cracker cinnamon type of taste. The coffee is gonna attach to the graham cracker and it's gonna enhance the taste of the cracker, but it's not going to really be as alive because the cracker is going to take most of the experience and the taste and the aroma. Drinking the coffee without it, you're able to really figure out the real prominent ingredient, and that's the chocolate. So it's more of a sour chocolate type of taste without the graham cracker. If I wanted a sour coffee and I wanted something bitter, this is definitely going to do the job. For flavor, I'm going to put this at about a 4 out of 5. Since it's got that s'mores type of feeling and aroma and flavor to it, it's perfect for that evening, cooler weather type of day. It's gonna immediately make you think that you're at the campfire because of the chocolate and all the sensations that this coffee provides. Next up is gonna be aftertaste. So the coffee is maintaining that same type of flavor and consistency all throughout. So it's not really changing. The graham cracker taste and feeling and consistency is staying the same as well, and then the coffee is staying consistent, so it's not becoming sweet or sour. It's not changing as you go on with the coffee, and it does provide your mouth with a wet type of feeling. You would think that the graham cracker would kind of dry your mouth out because it's a dry cracker, but mixed with the coffee, it wets the graham cracker and overall provides a lingering feeling. So the graham cracker becomes wet, and then when it's in your mouth, it provides a nice overall coating and the graham cracker kind of lingers. For aftertaste, I'm gonna put this at about a 4.5 out of 5. Next up is gonna be sweetness. So if you take into account the graham cracker sweetness with the coffee, it's almost perfectly in the middle point, because the graham cracker is super sweet, and if you eat it alone, it's gonna be on the higher side of the sweetness. But if you combine it with the coffee, it's gonna balance it out, because if you just drink the coffee, it's gonna be more so on the lower half of the middle point. The coffee does maintain that consistent, sour, pleasant taste, and then the graham cracker obviously maintains that consistent sweet taste. Nothing changes. The coffee doesn't become sweet all of a sudden, but the flavor does enhance the sourness. And the flavor is not getting washed out. They did something with the flavor that makes it super prominent and makes it really stick out and enhance the aroma and the overall body and the aftertaste of the coffee. So just not even having the graham cracker just overall enhances the coffee and makes it unique. So it's able to be a standalone coffee without the graham cracker, holds its own there. For sweetness, I'm gonna put this at about a 3.5 out of 5 because of the graham cracker. Let's talk about complexity. Having the milk in the shape of a heart in the coffee is a lot different than other coffees, and then having the whole graham cracker that you have to mix with the coffee, that's complex and different. I didn't really get that anywhere else, so that's a really nice taste if you wanna just relax, drink coffee, and have a different kind of experience than normally. And then the coffee shop, not really too complex there. Overall, the look looks kind of like a normal coffee shop from the outside, and then the inside, it's still kind of normal. It is enough to get you to want the complex coffees that they have, and then being dog friendly as well. Being in Santa Monica, that's really important. There's a lot of people walking their dogs out here. Having the whole "my name" and then "deserves love" on the cup, kind of, it might enhance your mood if you're overall feeling down. And then the taste, it's kind of a little bit similar to the French toast, but not as sweet. And you don't get that maple syrup type of consistency and taste. This is more of a s'mores type of coffee, but not quite on the tea. For complexity, I'm gonna put this at about a 4 out of 5. Next up is gonna be balance. The coffee is not super balanced because it does change, and it is different from having the graham cracker to the coffee. So if you have both of them, it does change, but if you have just one, it maintains that consistency all throughout. So now that I finished the graham cracker, I'm able to really get that consistent, sour, pleasant taste from the coffee alone. And I'm still getting a little bit of memory from the graham cracker when I had it with the coffee. And because you have the graham cracker and the coffee and the ingredients, you are able to figure out what went into it. So the graham cracker is obvious because it's sweet and it's in the shape of a graham cracker, so it's right there in front of you. And then with the coffee, you are able to detect that chocolate and that creaminess from the milk. So overall, all blends together to provide that s'mores type of taste and aroma. For balance, I'm gonna put this at about a 3.5 out of 5. Let's talk about versatility. This coffee, I would say reserve it more so for the weekends because of that different kind of experience having the graham cracker dip into the coffee and have the coffee taste like s'mores. This is not something that you would kind of get every day. You might get their other coffees that are less complex and that are more normal. You might reserve those coffees for your everyday, and then maybe on Friday or Saturday or Sunday, get this coffee to kind of treat yourself and have a different kind of experience than you did from Monday to Thursday. For versatility, I am gonna put this at about a 2.5 out of 5. Let's talk about forgiveness. I'm not gonna forgive the coffee or any of the categories. Coffee doesn't deserve any forgiveness because the flavor is there. Because it's able to be a standalone coffee without the graham cracker, and then with the graham cracker, it also provides a different kind of unique experience. If it changed a lot, and it kind of changed the flavors and aromas when it was introduced, then I would forgive it because it would lose points from that. But because you're able to just eat the graham cracker and be satisfied, and then drink the coffee and be satisfied, and then mix together and also be satisfied, nothing deserves any forgiveness. For forgiveness, I'm gonna put this at a 4 out of 5. So all in all, the Smortado, 75% out of 100. Thank you so much for watching Cafe and Views, where we went to Love Coffee and we got the Smortado. Tune in to see where we're going next. Peace.